What's up, everybody? Jeremiah Davis here, the funding coach. How you guys doing? It is Black Label CRM Friday. Black Label CRM Friday. Today's topic: how to become a loan broker. Okay. A lot of people are calling me that have purchased the software and asking me various questions about business credit and business funding. And so I thought, hey, you know what? Let me do a live training about how the best way or the way that I've done it, become a loan broker. Some of you may know, some of you may not know, I own Business Funding Now, which is my loan brokerage and business credit business. I've had that business for a number of years. So I've been doing loans for a while. I've been moving money in some shape, form, or fashion for probably close to 15 years. So I started with providing merchant accounts for highest industries, mainly the credit repair industry. Then I shifted into start doing merchant cash advance, and then I just added different loan products to my portfolio over the years. And now I'm pretty proficient in I have a Rolodex over 200 lenders that I can take a wide range of loans to. I probably have about 20 in the software, but 40 different loan types that I'm familiar with, business and personal, variations of loans. You know, like in the real estate industry, there's probably a dozen different loan types in that industry. The SBA has, close to a dozen different types of loans that they guarantee. So there's a lot of different loan products out there. The trick is just knowing, being familiar with that loan product and having the resource, the bank or the lender, financial institution, to take those type of loans too. So I'm going to give you guys a, overview of how with the software, you will be able to be a loan broker yourself and keep 100% commission. In the software, we have 200 lenders and we cover 20 different loan products. So you can do these variations of loans within the software for your clients if you have the Black Label CRM software. That is, it's an automated, if you don't know, Black Label CRM is an automated business credit building software and loan servicing software, so white label software. So if you are in any type of industry where you're doing a lot of B2B clientele, your clients are other business owners or startup entrepreneurs, you can help them build business credit and provide them with loans by using the software. Okay, so I actually use the software to do my business funding business. So I'm going to go ahead and log into my business funding panel of the software and just go over some of the financial things and how the software not only educates you and guides you on how to service these types of loans, right? What's up, Garrett, man? Thanks for watching. So we're adding some new features. We're adding some features like a one-click application submission for the loan products to one of the loan clearinghouses. So you'll be able to take a scan from one of your clients to do the scan. If you're not familiar with the scan, watch one of the videos previously I've done, and then that scan will pre-qualify them for one or more of the 20 loan products in the software. So our average client might come back with 2 or 3, maybe 4, sometimes even 8 to 10 different loans they pre-qualify for. Then you can just discuss with the client that type of loan, which type of loan is best suited for their needs. Okay. I do not recommend that you try to take a client into multiple loan programs at the same time. Okay. At the end of the day, you don't want to hurt your client by giving them more money than they can afford, and then they're struggling trying to pay back. And plus, what is their end goal? When knowing the client's end goal, in business credit building as well as in funding, is going to give you the information. Right now, someone like me that's been doing this for a long time, I can ask a client probably like 3 to 5 questions, and I already know pre-qualify them for a loan product. I can ask them, well, what is your credit score? Right? I automatically know if it's below 680, that eliminates a number of different loan options. I can ask them, how much is your annual revenue in your business? If they haven't been in business up to 2 years, I automatically know that eliminates some of the loan products. I can ask them, what is their annual revenue? If their annual revenue is less than $100,000 a year, that eliminates a lot of different loan products. So now I'm down to like 2 or 3 options, right? That they can apply for. So it's that simple. Knowing what the qualification requirements are for the different loan products is essential to being a loan broker. Okay. If you don't know what the qualifications and requirements are for a business term loan, then when you try to get a client that's trying to get a business term loan, you're going to end up spinning your wheels, going to banks and just getting denied over and over and over again. And then the client, you lose credibility with the client. And then that might lead to other clients that they say they're not going to recommend you if you can't help this one person. Okay. So that's the type of stuff we put into the software to educate you on the pre-qualifications and requirements of the 20 different loan options in the software. Okay. So let me go ahead and share my screen and jump into this right now and show you guys how the software helps you. Only the scan automatically, based on the data they put in, pre-qualifies them. But you still have to verify. You have to verify everything. You have to verify their credit. You have to verify their financial documentation. You have to verify, their income. Okay, so you can't take people's word for it. We already know this. All right, people will tell you anything and say, "Well, I make $150,000 to $200,000 a year." Then you ask for the financials, and they haven't filed taxes in 2 years or 3 years, forever. Okay, so why is a bank going to give you any money if you can't verify the information? Well, I think my credit's a 720. All right, you pull the credit, you get the credit monitor, you look at the credit score, and they got a 580. Well, I thought you said you had a 720. Well, what had happened was so based on the data that we collect, we have to verify it's accurate and that the client has everything needed to qualify. All right, they have all the supporting documents, they have the right credit, they have all the ducks in a row and the I's dotted and the T's crossed. Okay, if you got clients that come to you for SBA loan because they heard somebody on TikTok or Clubhouse saying, you can qualify for an SBA loan. Do you know what the qualifications are for an SBA loan? I do. Okay, I know what the SBA is going to, what not the SBA technically, but a bank that's furnishing SBA loans, because the SBA doesn't give loans, they just guarantee the loan. All right, up to a certain amount, dollar amount. And then you still have to qualify with that bank though, right? And that bank may ask for a business plan. Okay, do they have a business plan? Do they have 2 years of financials? Do they have the right credit score? The bank is not going to fund that individual business if they think their risk factor is too high and they're going to default on the loan. Okay, so this is the name of the game, is to make sure the client qualifies before you submit. And by doing that, you're going to have a greater success rate. Okay, you're going to have a greater success rate. And then it also helps you get the client qualified. I get a lot of clients that come to me and they say, oh, I want this type of loan. But I have to educate them, hey, well, you're not qualified for that type of loan. But this is what you need to do to get qualified. Okay, so you definitely want to know and know it like the back of your hand. Okay, if you coming to me for an equipment loan for a tractor trailer, a food truck, or dump truck, restaurant equipment, gym equipment. I've done a variety of equipment loans, right, where the credit is not that much of a factor, but there are other factors that are necessary to get approved for equipment loan. Okay, because you got to look at it like this: is the loan type credit-based loan type, asset-based loan type, or another different type of loan type? Or because asset could be anything from equipment to cash flow to a retirement plan like a 401k, things like that. CDs, there's a range of things the bank can use as collateral for a loan. Okay, real estate is one, right? So like if you're doing equipment-based funding, the equipment is the collateral. If you're doing real estate-based funding, the real estate is the collateral. If you're doing a revenue-based loan, the revenue is the collateral. Okay, if you're doing a credit-based funding, the credit is the collateral. Okay, and if you got bad credit, you ain't getting no money. Okay, not in the credit-based funding programs. You can still get money in equipment and maybe even real estate because the credit is not the collateral. All right, is that making sense to everybody? Edwin, what's up, bro? Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into it. All right, did I share my screen yet? Let me go ahead and do that. Ba-doom, ba-doom. Here we go. Okay, so this is the dashboard of the software. Mine is branded as my business funding now. So we're not even going to look at that, right? We're just going to go straight here. Like, here's all my scans, right? I have approximately, I think, 170 some scans that I've collected. Now I can click this button over here and then search, and this is all the clients I have that are pre-qualified, 3 pages of clients that are pre-qualified for funding. So I can pick one of these. I'm going to just pick myself. So I don't show you anybody other clients' data. Okay. I'm going to pick, this is both my businesses, so it's just for demonstration purposes. Right. Now I'm going to go over here to the member coaching area. And the reason that is because it tells me right here which loans that are pre-qualified for. Hold on. Here we go. Right. So based on the data that I put in for this business, I'm pre-qualified business credit cards. These are credit-based loans. I'm pre-qualified business term loan. I'm pre-qualified for credit union loans. I'm also pre-qualified for equipment financing, merchant cash advance, revenue-based loans, SBA loan, unsecured financing. So knowing that, okay, now you got that. Now I'm going to jump down here to the funding section. Okay, so under credit-based programs, got it right here. Click on it. Now these are all the loans that are based on credit, right? So we got business credit cards, we got business lending credit unions, we got SBA loans, we got private lending credit lines, we got peer-to-peer business lending, and we have bridge financing, right? Here is the qualifications. Okay, now we got number 1, must have a for-profit business and entity in good standing. None of the business owners are felons or parolees. A business must be a physical base in the United States. No delinquents on any existing debts, taxes, loans, or credit cards. 20% ownership with good credit, preferably 680 or above. No credit history of bankruptcies, foreclosure, or tax liens. Having comparable debt history and make $50,000, already have $50,000. Meaning they want to see that other financial institutions have trusted you with this type of funding. Now, this can vary based on bank to bank and business and loan type. Okay, so this is not an exact you must have. All right. Once you start learning the system, learning what you can do. But basically, it's saying you can't borrow more money than you can afford. Simple. Okay. Showing cash flow to meet the debt obligation. Bank rating. Bank rating. What is a bank rating? I don't hear enough people talking about bank rating, and banks are looking at your bank rating score. Okay. I'll show you what the bank rating score here is in a minute. But now you know this is what you need to apply for these types of loans. And then down here, we have the following documentations available to present to the underwriter. Okay, so we want to see the personal credit report. Want to see at least 3 months of general ledger bank statements, 3 months of bank statements, articles of corporation, and good standing with the Secretary of State. Up to date business operation agreement with cap structure. Just basically your operating agreement, whatever type of business you're in, you got all your I's dotted and your T's crossed. Okay. Up to date, copy of owner's driver's license, home utility bill, and a credit card. Okay, copy of business location lease and business utility bill. Now this can vary from business to business, a loan type to loan type, bank to bank. Okay, but basically, if you got a virtual office, a commercial virtual office or a business address, you can check that box off, and you can use that lease or that agreement for that virtual office as that utility bill. Or if you have anything else that you're paying for monthly in the business name, a business line of credit or a business utility bill, phone bill, things like that. We all software. I mean, I have 24 different things that are billed to the business. So that's not, if you're up and growing, you should be able to qualify for that. But this is basically now I have what I need here, right, for the credit base. Then I go down to my 200 lenders, right, and then I choose the type of loan that I'm looking for. So if you're looking for business lending credit unions, you click on that, click search. Now here are all the banks that you can partner with directly, except maybe federal standard banks and standard credit unions don't have affiliate programs, but most of the rest of these do. So you can partner with them and make 100% commission by sending these types of loans, business lending credit unions to these different banks. Okay, let's try another one. Let's go with, let me see, equipment inventory. Let's do private bridge loans, right? That was in the credit base criteria. Okay, here are some more banks. We try to have at least 10 banks for each different loan type. So that's where we get the 200. You got 20 different loan types. You got 10 different banks for each loan type. All right. So these are some banks you can go to and possibly sign up as an affiliate program, and make 100% commission for private bridge financing. Okay. So that's now, where do you go get the credit cards? Okay. So we did back in the credit base, we had business credit cards. Well, we got 244 credit cards in the system, right? And here's the credit base right here. So if you got the client, if the client is getting a 680 to 699, that's a white tier. So I'm going to go down here and search the white tier, and then I'm going to pull up 4 pages of credit card companies that are business and personal. So you just choose the business ones and apply for them. Now, these banks you're not going to make commission on, so you're going to have to assess a success fee to the client once you get the funding complete. How you do that, that's totally up to you, at your discretion. Whether you send them directly to the bank or you do it on their behalf, that's your discretion as well. My point is, we provide you all the tools here. We tell you which banks to go to, what's the criteria is for the banks. Okay, now let's look at a different loan type. Let's look at asset-based programs. So now, asset, remember I said, you got revenue. Cash flow is an asset. Merchant cash advance, 401k. All right, accounts receivable. Your accounts receivable, your clients that are paying you monthly for your service or your product, or is accounts receivable that can be used as collateral for funding. Purchase order financing. You got clients that have ordered products from you, and you got enough of them that can be used as an asset. Do you have real estate? The real estate is the asset. Commercial real estate is the asset. You have inventory that can be used as collateral. You have hard asset-based lending. So what assets do you have? We got stocks, bonds, real estate, gold, silver, gems. So you can use these things to use as collateral for the asset. Now, they only give you up to 50% of the value of the asset because the bank wants their money back. And if you default, they can sell your asset and get their money back. But they're not going to give you 100% of the value of that asset. They're safeguards, so they make sure they get their money back. Okay, recurring monthly payment loan. You have clients that are paying you on a recurring monthly basis, you can use as an asset. All right, contract-based financing. Do you have a large client that's with a large contractor, like a construction company maybe, that's building a subdivision and needs some money? Then you can use this contract that you can be, that the contract isn't fulfilled yet, but once it is fulfilled, you're going to get a large sum of money. You can use that to borrow against if you need to buy some building supplies or equipment, or hire more workers to finish the project. Okay, a loan note buying. Okay, these are all of the things that can be used as an asset. And then here is, now we're not based this on credit. Okay, we're basing this on assets. Now here are the documents that you need for these type of funding. Okay, and the video avatar explains all these things. So you're not left alone. But let me go ahead and play the video avatar.
Asset-based lending is just as it sounds. There is some form of asset acting as collateral. Revenue-based loans. These loans are based upon the past revenue generated by the business based on the last 4 to 6 months, depending on the lender. The amount loaned is normally 1 to 2 times the gross monthly revenue. Merchant cash advance. Very much the same as revenue-based loans, except the loans are based upon the monthly credit card receipts instead of gross revenue, and payments are taken from each new credit card process. 401k rollovers. These are not loans, but rather a redirection of the client's 401k into a self-investment of their own company. This requires some detailed legal work to comply with all IRS regulations. It can be easy working capital if your client has at least $50,000 in their 401k. Account receivable factoring. When your clients have open invoices with other businesses, not consumers, those invoices can be sold to a third party. The third-party factoring company will typically pay around 97% of the invoice value. Purchase order financing. When your client has an open purchase order for finished goods, that purchase order can be used as collateral for a loan of up to 90% of the value of the purchase order. Inventory loans. Flooring credit lines and loans are for those businesses that need to stock inventory. The inventory becomes part of the collateral. Hard asset-based lending. If your client has other hard assets, such as stock, bonds, real estate, gold, silver, gems, etc., there are lenders who will use those assets as collateral for loans. Recurring payment loans. When clients have recurring structured payments from a settlement, judgment, annuity, winnings, seller carryback note, or real estate note, those recurring payments can be sold at a discount to stream payment buyers. Contract-based financing. If your client has a contract with a Fortune 1000 type company or a government agency, that contract can be used to secure completion financing, much like a building construction loan.
And there you have it, okay? So we have these throughout the software. Let's take a look at the equipment programs. All right, here we go. So now we're same type of scenario, right? With the things you need to look for, but now we got a credit of 600. All right, so 600 credit score can get you the equipment loan, equipment lease, or financing. All right, equipment, this is the purchase equipment. Equipment sale, lease back is to use the equipment as collateral. And then you have your tractor and trailer financing. And then you have your supporting documents. Okay, but let me go ahead.
Equipment-based loans can be some of the easiest funding to access. Some of the general requirements must be a for-profit business entity in good standing. None of the business owners can be felons or on parole. Business must be physically located in the United States. Must not be delinquent on any existing debts such as taxes, loans, or credit cards. Owners need fair credit scores, preferably above 600. There can be no history of recent bankruptcies, foreclosures, or tax liens. Business needs to have at least a low 5 bank rating. Equipment leasing and financing. Most any type of equipment can be leased or financed on fixed rates and terms. Equipment leases can also include service agreements or other add-ons, such as software for computers. Leasing allows for smaller monthly payments over a multi-year period. Equipment can be purchased or returned at the end of the lease. Equipment sale leaseback. If your client owns existing equipment outright, and if that equipment is fairly new, depending on the type, then that equipment can be sold and leased back. Here, your client sells their equipment to the leaser for typically 50% of its current market value and gets those funds in cash. Then they execute a fixed rate and term lease agreement for the equipment where the equipment never leaves their site. Truck, tractor, and trailer financing. These are credit lines that can be provided by private companies who may take higher risk than banks or SBA programs are willing to take. These loans range from $10,000 to $500,000, where the terms would normally be higher rates than banks, depending on your client's qualifications.
Okay, can I make it any easier? So let's go back to the lenders, and then let's go to the equipment. Okay, we got equipment lease back. Here we go, equipment leasing and financing. Click here. Now I have 10 different banks that you can partner with and make 100% commission to send all your equipment loans to. Okay, this is the type of information that most people don't give you or show you how to do it. Not only do I give you everything that you need to pre-qualify the client, the supporting documents, the credit scores needed, the banks to go to, okay, and the training to go along with it. So this is why Black Label CRM is a game changer, because now you can be the go-to person in your community, the business coach, the business credit advisor, the business funding provider in your community to help all those businesses in your community get the products and services and the cash they need by building their business credit the right way, according to lender compliance, not through somebody on TikTok or Clubhouse who didn't do the work, but actually what banks and lenders are looking for. Banks and lenders and creditors are looking for specific things before they extend. They want to loan you the money. They want to loan you your business money, but if you don't check off all the boxes, you're going to get denied. Knowing, like G.I. Joe used to say, knowing is half the battle. Okay, so now with this, you're able to know. We're going to show you step by step how. And then we also provide you with the documentation. So here's your client application. Here's your business funding service agreement. Here are a list of financial program do's and don'ts. Your non-disclosure agreement. All right, business financing program certification, short application form, business funding service document checklist, credit card authorization form, and check authorization form, so you can get paid for the services that you're completing. Okay, now I'm going to jump back and show you what I was going to show you. The scan. Here we go in here. Let me pull up on mine. Okay, let's go with this one. Okay, so here I can go in there, and like I said, I've showed you, if you schedule a demo, I'll show you all this stuff. But I'm going into the portal right now. This is the client portal that your clients will get, and it walks them through step by step. Check out one of the previous videos, or go to the website and watch any of the videos in the video gallery on blacklabelcrm.com. And now we're going to show you step-by-step process. Now, when a client logs in, they're going to get all this information. Now, when they get to the business plan, that's what I was talking about. Remember the business plan? Boom, click, bang, right here. Compliant Island business plan for SBA and business term loans. Where do you get those? Here are vendors that you partner with and make 100% commission that supply the business plan for the client. This is the client portal. They're going to see all this.
Many lenders require a written business plan. They want to see that you know your business and your market. You must take the time to plan for your success. A business plan with supportable financial projections is required for most bank and SBA loans.
Okay. Okay. That's it. Now, oh yeah, bank rating. That's what I want to show you. Bank rating scores. Here. Okay, this is in the client portal. All this is the client portal. But here we go over the bank rating scores. So if you know the loan type requires a low 5 bank rating score, then you know what you're looking for. All right. You're looking at bank statements, the client's bank statements, where they have a daily average balance of $10,000 or more. If they're in the low threes, that means then their daily balance of their business checking account is $100 to $1,000. If they're in the fours, low four, mid four, high four, it's between $1,000 and under $10,000. And if it's in the fives, then it's $10,000 to $100,000. This is the minimum for a lot of loans. Okay, so you automatically know, like I said earlier, if they're not making $100,000 a year, that means they're making less than $10,000 a month. Most likely, you don't have that $10,000 daily bank balance in your business checking account. So I automatically know they're not going to qualify for a lot of these business term loans or things like that. Okay, so we provide you with all the tools that you need in the software to service these loans, service and then let me go back over here. These are all the lender compliance items. All right. The first step is your business credit foundation based on lender compliance. These are the things that lenders are looking for: the assets, the bank CD. All right. We provide you why you need a bank CD, because it makes your business look more credible. And some lenders are looking for this. Now, let me say this: all lenders are not created equal. Right? Some lenders in the same, say you're going to do a business term loan. Not all banks might not ask for a business plan. Some will, some might not. But when you're partnering with the bank, they're going to give you their protocol. They're going to give you all the things you need to know to submit an application and pre-qualify the application, right? What documents do you need to submit? Some banks have an online portal for their partners to upload the application and all the documents. Some banks just say you send it to their underwriting team in an email with everything attached. Okay, but all the banks, when the banks that provide these type of loans, they dictate their own criteria of what the ideal client they want to service, do a loan with. Okay, so it may vary from bank to bank, and most of these banks that you're partnered with will assign you a representative, an ISO rep, where you have one-on-one communication with them via email or phone calls, so you can streamline your funding with that individual, and just learn how to work with that bank. All right, I always recommend in each of the loan categories to have at least 4 to 5 banks. So if you're doing equipment leasing or financing, have 4 or 5 banks you can go to with the deal, and then I submit those deals. I'll submit one client to 5 banks that are looking for equipment and see what the offers come back, and then I discuss those offers with the client to say, okay, we got one bank that's going to approve you for this. We got another bank that's going to approve you this. This bank wants this much down payment. This bank wants this as collateral. This bank wants this. So what are the terms and things like that? So you'll have that, and each bank is going to be a variation of that. Okay, so it's not all going to be the same, but you leave it up to the client to choose which one of the options that you provide them, which one they want to take advantage of. Simple as that. But this is how you become a loan broker, by learning the loan products, learning the qualifications and requirements, having access to the banks to service those type of loans, and then doing your marketing to get the ideal client into your system so you can service those loans. All right. This is the type of stuff that we're doing with Black Label CRM. Okay. So you can really, and then here we have training. We have training here. We have marketing here. Okay. And then we have your financing. So you get a lot of information here that to do this. And we have, okay, let's look at the financing credit expert. Why am I pulling this up? Because I want to show you how much education we're providing you. Corporate only financing. A lot of people are coming to you or to me asking for corporate only financing, meaning they just want to use their EIN and not their social. They don't want to PG their financing. They want to get a true business loan. All right, what are the qualifications for a true business loan? Here you go. You need to have at least 10 reporting trade lines on your business credit profile. You need to have at least a 70 plus paydex score on 3 agencies. All right, you must have all the lender compliance items done. You must have a low 5 bank rating score. You must establish comparable credit in the amount you're requesting. Okay, you can't borrow more than you can afford. Simple. You must have your entity in good standing. Okay, you have a verifiable presence, your local, national, and 401. Name, your NAP validation, name, address, and phone number got to be consistent on all platforms, from the local level to the national level and the state level. Okay, what else? Here's some more lender compliance things. You got to have can't have a home or PO box or a mail stop. Can't have a not a professional email account. Can't have a Gmail, Yahoo, or Ymail or whatever else. Okay, you got to have what else? What kind of mix of credit building, business credit building? All right, you need to have those 10 reporting channels, but at least 3 of them need to be revolving. 2 of them installments. All the bills need to be paid 10 days before they're due. Okay, this is what lenders are looking for. Okay, what about obtaining business credit cards? What? FICO 8 credit score 700 plus. 1 revolving account over $5,000 limit on one of your credit cards. Have revolving balances to limit individual credit cards under 45% utilization. Got to have stated income of $50,000 or more, okay, annually, okay? You got your overall DTI, debt to income ratio, needs to be under 40%. No more than 3 inquiries in the last 90 days. No lates, no collections, no judgments, no public records, okay? This is the stuff. So if you've got a client that's been in business more than 2 years and meets all the rest of these requirements, you can potentially get them corporate financing with no PG. They got to have strong finances. They have to be able to afford the money. So within this document here, we're giving you all those little nuggets of how to pre-qualify your client for the right funding product. Okay? Listen, guys. If you want to be a loan broker, get the software. Okay? Get the software. With the purchase of the software, you're going to get your first 5 business clients for free, included, not free, it's included. And then you're going to get the certification course. So you'll be business credit and funding certified. All right. It means you passed the course, you got a certificate, but you still got to enhance your education, but it's going to give you the proper foundation. Okay. You're going to get everything you've just seen there. A database of 200 lenders that service 20 different loan products. You're going to get the qualification requirements. You're going to get the 244 credit cards. You're going to get, if you want additional coaching from me or my staff to coach you and your staff, that's an additional cost, but we can definitely do that. I've been doing a lot of training for other people who purchase software for the VAs. If you want to hire one of my VAs to help you do anything from personal credit, business credit, and funding that know the software to help you run the business, we have that service available too. Okay, Business Funding Now will be one of the clearinghouses in the software, so you can do a one-click in the near future application submission, and we'll do all the funding work for you. Work with the client, get all the supporting documents, and furnish the deal, and pay you a percentage of the commission if you don't want to do all the work yourself. Okay, but if we do all the work, we're going to keep most of the money. I'm going to give you 25% of the commission. Okay, but you don't have to do none of the work. All right, so this is the stuff that comes along with, this is going to change the dynamic. This is going to change the dynamic. Now, if you're a credit repair business owner, you can put yourself as the only credit repair, personal credit repair option in the software. So when the client goes through the client portal and they get to the personal credit section, they click on you as the credit repair vendor to help them with their personal credit. Okay, because by having that conversation with them that, okay, if you're looking for this type of funding, you need at least a 680 credit score. Right? You're at a 640 now, so we need to get you up to a 680, and we need to remove any of these negative items to get you to the ideal funding. So the secret sauce, all right, which is not a secret, or all the pieces to the puzzle, are good personal credit, good business finances. All right. If you have all these things together, then it opens up the doors to more credit and funding that the client can get. Okay, that's what the goal is. You are the authority, you are the expert in your industry, and you're going to guide them and lead them to success. All right, and it's not one and done, right? This is going to be a lifelong client that you're going to continue to help them establish their business credit, but grow their business credit. Just like personal credit, it shouldn't stop. All right. All right. Let me show you one more thing. Let me show you one more thing in there that is going to blow your socks off. All right. So I'm in the client portal. Okay. In the client portal, we have a bonus section, right? Well, first, let me go to the credit, building credit. Here, we provide you these vendor accounts, right? So here's vendor accounts starting at 30 vendors, right? So the client will be able to pick the vendor accounts they need for their business and use on a recurring monthly basis. A lot of these vendors now, since the pandemic, has instituted a 3-month policy, a 3-month policy of purchases and payments before they report to the business credit bureaus. Okay. Creative Analytics reports to Credit Safe and Equifax as a tier 1 card. Okay. This is the qualifications right here to get approved. Okay. These are net 30 accounts. Crown Office Supply, right? If they need this product and it reports to all 4 of these credit bureaus, and this is the qualifications for them to get approved with Crown Office Supply to buy their office equipment and supplies. They need to buy every month. They can choose 10 trade lines day 1 after they complete steps 1 and 2, right? You got to complete lender compliance, and then you got to set up your business credit profile with the business credit entities. Okay, if it's got a red X, it's not done. If it's got a green check, it's done. Before they get to applying here, because we want them to be able to pick the trade lines that they need for their business, use them at minimum of 3 months, right? If they choose 10, then they're going to have those 10 reporting trade lines by month 3 that they made those 3 consecutive purchases and payments. All right, it needs to be at least $75 to $100 each purchase, 10 times. So $1,000 a month to build their business credit. Get those 10 trade lines. What does that give them? That gives them qualified, almost qualified, one step closer to qualifying for business term loans, corporate only financing. It also opens up the doors for vehicle leasing, things like that. We also have it broken down into categories, so they can search the vendor accounts based on their industry that they need these accounts for. But we also have cash cards, starter cash cards. Some of these are secured cards. Some of these are lines of credit. Brexit all-in-one. It's a tier 2 card. Some of your clients may already qualify for this. It reports to DNB and Experian. And then here is the qualifications for that, right? Okay, must make a minimum of $100,000 in monthly sales. Average bank balance $20,000. For startups, no minimum time in business, an average bank balance of. Now you might have to PG this card, but you can put your client might possibly make that be ready for that card, or just get 4 or 5 of these secure cards. Okay, you got Wells Fargo, you got Metro Bank Credit Union. Put $1,000 down. Okay, and there's lines of credit too. So what about retail and wholesale? Here's some cards right here. Amazon card right here. Reports to DB, Experian, Equifax. Approval based on having 5 trade lines with a combined total of $10,000. Reporting to Equifax before applying. All right. Now you know what to go for, what to shoot for. Here's a tier 4 card. Okay. These are the things that you need to know. Now, let me show you this too. Okay. Here is what the tiers mean, right? Tier 1, lender compliance 100 items. Have a DUNS number. Have a DNB and Experian contact info correctly, reporting correctly. 1 month in business bank account. Tier 2 cards have 3 plus trade lines reporting. You got to have this first, right? And now you're tier 2, 3 plus trade lines reporting DNB, Experian. Now this might vary by vendor to vendor. Okay, One trade line of $500 or more. Paydex score started 3 months time in business, 3 months of business bank accounts. All right, here's tier 3 prerequisites. Now you need 5 trade lines and one over $2,500. Got to have a 60 Paydex score. All right, 1 year in business. Okay, mid-4 bank rating. All right, remember that? And here are your tier 4 cards. We have people going here, trying to jump to here by skipping these. Okay, but this is the client portal. This is the information the client sees immediately. And then while you're coaching them or walking them through the program, but get them the cards they need for their business. Office and cleaning supplies. These are lines of credit that you can get. You know, we got Dale, that's a tier 4. So for startups and most companies, you're going to stick with the tier 1, tier 2 card types, but get 10 of them off the jump. If they can afford it, $1,000 a month to build their business credit by getting the trade lines, making the purchases and payments for the products and services they need. All right, now let me show you the bonus section. Now we got 3,000 plus vendors in this section. Now you can look at vendor product type. Okay, what's the product they sell? What is they sell? Search it, find the product. Okay, truck trailers. This is a big one. Here's a vendor right there. All right. What else? Wholesale jewelry. There's a vendor there. They can apply directly right here or go to the website and apply. Okay. Let me go back here. Let me go over here and choose. I use this on my demonstrations. Food service. Boom. Here's a whole list of vendors in the food service industry for your clients that own food trucks or restaurants. They're going to get these trade lines, use them every month, and have those trade lines reporting to the Business Credit Bureau. All right, boom. Gives you the information you need to know right here. Okay, you guys, this is how you become a loan broker. All right, did I answer the question? Anybody got any questions? Thank you guys for watching, really. Okay. The screen? Oh, okay. David, just watch the replay. The videos will be posted on my personal Facebook page or any of my other social media pages. Sorry about that. Internet issues, technology. Can you call in? No. You need the GPS as well. I don't know what you mean by GPS, Jonathan, or Jonah. I mean, listen, let me go ahead and drop my appointment link in here and then schedule an appointment. And I'll be happy to do a live demo with you or answer any questions. Listen, if you want a live demo, go ahead and go to blacklabelcrm.com and I'll go ahead and let me go ahead and just copy and paste the live demo appointment link. This is the live demo appointment link right here. All right. And if you do not need a live demo, okay, live demos are about 45 minutes long. If you do not need a live demo, you just want a discovery call, then go ahead and just, make an appointment. Here, I'm just going to put the link to the website, and all the links, the appointment links are on the website homepage. Okay. I'm not doing any appointments today. I got other things to do, but Monday throughout next week, you can schedule an appointment. Do I have links to show my social media platform? What do you mean by that? I'm not sure. I mean, in the software, yeah, I think if this is your question, let me go ahead and share my screen again, and let me show you what you can in the admin panel. Okay. So once you have the software, you can go to private label themes, right? And this is where you choose your video avatar, the white girl, the black girl, and then you also place all your social media links here. And then the color of the button, which I don't really do all that, but you can change, you can customize some of the colors of the landing page in different sections of the software to match your logo. Right now, this is the standard landing page you'll get with the software that we house your software on. We do create a subdomain off your primary domain to house the software. So there's never any crossover, any confusion. They'll never see Business Funding Now or Black Label CRM on your version of the software. So it'll be member.yourdomain, and then you'll get everything you see here. And if you haven't seen any of the previous videos, you can go to Black Label CRM YouTube channel or Business Funding Now YouTube channel or Facebook pages. All the videos are there. You can probably find them on my personal page too. Yeah. Now this is the one landing page template we have currently. In the next couple of weeks, we'll have 5 different templates that you can choose from. And basically your logo go up here. You can direct your clients here. I have mine set up a different way because I'm not like a credit repair business. I'm just a business, funding, business credit, business coach. But I have my link to the scan here. If you want to see how the scan works, go here and click it, and then put in your data. It takes you less than 2 minutes, 3 tops, and you'll get that email with the pre-qualification of the funding. And it also shows you the holes in your business credit lender compliance area. Let me see if I can pull one of those out here right quick for you. Let me go. I get 3 or 4 of these a day. I just say, hey, get pre-approved for 20 different loan types in less than 3 minutes, and I get a number of the scans a day. And let me see. I'm looking for the scan results that you get immediately after you submit the scan. I don't want to show you anybody else's stuff, so I'm just looking for my stuff. Here we go. So this is the results. So this is one of the business I put into the system and I use for demonstration purposes. And this particular business qualified for 8 different loan types. That you can take a client directly into one of these loan programs day one. You don't have to wait for the building a business credit or anything. They pre-qualify for one of these. Remember, you still have to verify everything because it's going to be based on business income, all right, and owner's credit. Okay, so we have a mix here of asset-based revenue. Asset is the cash flow, all right, equipment, SBA, credit cards, so that's credit-based. Unsecured financing, credit-based, credit union loans, credit-based, business term loan, credit-based, merchant cash advance, asset-based. Okay, so I got pretty much like 4 or 5 credit-based and about 2 or 3 asset-based pre-approvals for this business, and you get this in about nanoseconds as soon as the scan is submitted. You get a copy of it as the software user or owner, and the client gets a copy of it. So you can call this client and say, hey, we got you pre-qualified for this funding program. Now you can sell them put them in a funding program, make commission on that, as well as sell them business credit and say, hey, you got some missing things here on your business credit profile that we need to fix and build your business credit. So it's twofold. The scan really is the ultimate lead gen because you get you a plethora of clients coming in. And if you don't know, you can check out last week's video where I went over the marketing training. Last week's video, I went over all the marketing training that we provide you in the software. So we want you to get 100 scans a month, and the ratio is up to at least 25 of those will be funding clients, but they're all business clients. Okay, so we provide you all the tools you need, as well as support ongoing, by email or by appointment. So where are the replays? Here, let me, like I said, they're on the YouTube channels. Let me see if I can pull up the YouTube channels for you and post those here. Okay, let's see which one. Wait a minute. Okay. So I'm posting now Black Label YouTube channel. And I'll go back and let's see. I'm also post my Business Funding Now YouTube channel as well. And if you just, help a brother out and subscribe, that would be great. And then you get the notifications every time. Okay. And now this is the Business Funding Now YouTube channel. And it's all on my Facebook pages too. There's a Facebook page for Business Funding Now, Black Label CRM. It's on my personal page, everything. All right. Anybody got any other questions before I get off here? Use your social media. Call in. I need the GPS as well. Yeah, I'm not sure what you mean by that screen. Man. James, I got your deal, and we're working on it. If you're still watching. Yep, Garrett, you're right about that. Yeah, they want to loan you the money. They want to loan you the money. They really do. These lenders are dying. If you guys are like me, I get hit up every day by other lenders trying to give me money. They're not knowing that I can get my own money. Yes. Okay, you guys. There's no other questions. Please schedule an appointment. I'm happy to ask you questions. Like I said, get the software. If you're not sure about the pricing, I would sell a business credit, and pay for the software, but you're going to get the first 5 business credit clients to service them so you can sell those immediately and recoup your investment. I'll just go over the pricing really quick with you guys. So, okay. So on the pricing page, I guess I got to share my screen first. So those of you just chiming in, I just went over all the funding that the software helps you do, as well as the business credit building and the vendor accounts. So if you want to purchase software, become a loan broker, business credit expert, it's $29.97. That covers your setup on your private label, the first year of service. The annual renewal is $1,200. So it's annual renewal $1,200. You get your first 5 business credit clients included. Each additional one is $150. That doesn't matter if it's a DIY client or a VIP client, and you get unlimited use of the scan, of the success scan. Okay, if you want to buy client license for business credit only, this is only business credit clients. You can do all the funding clients you want, and we don't charge you anything extra for that. This is just the active paid business credit client is what these credits are for. But you can buy them in bulk for 10 for $1,250. So you basically get them for $125 per client, and then 20 for $2,000, which you get now. You're getting them for $100 per client. Okay. And like I said, if you need training or you want to hire someone that's already educated with all these products and services and the software, my business custom executives, we have VAs ready to go that can jump in your business once we have you all set up and all your vendors set up and all your vendors affiliates signed up. One of these VAs will know how to work the client, coach the client. One VA can handle 25 to 30 VIP clients. All right, those clients that need one-on-one attention, hand-holding, babysitting. I have my VAs trained to do a 20-minute call once a week with the VIP client, and all we're doing is walking them through the step for the client portal. They're not, everything that they need to know is there. We're just doing that personal touch. But I charge $3,500 for a VIP client. I charge $700 for a DIY client. DIY client, I'd rather have 100 DIY clients that don't require personal attention than 20 VIP clients that need, that one-on-one attention. But it doesn't matter. You know your clients. You know what you can sell them. You can manage it yourself, or like I said, you can outsource that live coaching. And that, I mean, a VA can be doing your social media, your email, your customer service, maybe even your sales, as well as doing your funding, loan processing, your VIP coaching clients, all that stuff. So it's worth the investment, okay? And if you guys are curious about that, you can go to customexecutives.com. This is my VA company, right? And you click on services. And right here, we got, this is the VA, $2,000 a month. And that is for a full-time, 40 hours a week person that will be trained in personal credit, business credit, and business funding. Okay, now if you want something more like an EA, that would be $2,500. They do all the same stuff, but more. Okay, they're a little bit more seasoned, a little bit more have more skills than a standard VA to help you run your business. So that's something we're offering as well. Okay, so yeah, feel free. We're trying to help as many people really dominate, this industry. Everybody's flocking to it, but there's a lot of yahoos out there selling half truths and just straight bald-faced lies, and they're becoming rich and millionaires, but they're not helping clients. And then those clients going to come to us, they come to me, they come to you, and they're going to get their bubble burst because they think they can get $250,000 with an 80 PEDIC score and no business income and no good personal credit. I deal with this on a daily basis. Okay, so that's it. Listen, guys, I've been on here for an hour. Let me go ahead and jump off and get back to work. Please schedule an appointment. I'll be happy to answer any questions, give you a live demo, whatever you need to help you get the software and be successful. Okay, my name is Jeremiah Davis. I'm the funding coach. Peace.